my name is Sandheinrich, and I work for a technology provider that ended up becoming a market maker based out of Boston. And we work with a lot of different clients, from hedge funds to smaller guys to retail brokerages. My specific role in the company is more of a client relations and sales end, and in managing accounts. So, and we're specifically doing trading. I began to get kind of interested, but I knew there's a lot of risk in it, and I understood a lot of the risk, I think, more than many people do, and I knew that if I was going to get into it, it had to be the right way. And I started kind of looking around, and that's how I found you guys, FxST, and I was skeptical at the beginning because there's so much garbage out there, unfortunately, and I just kept doing research, and I found I couldn't find anything bad online, which is usually, like, I find the guys that are really into trading, they lose money, they get really emotional, and they write horrible things on the Forex Peace Army website or whatever, and I couldn't find anything negative, so I thought that's probably a pretty good thing. And you guys have been around for a while, so it wasn't like you were only 2-3 months old and you're still new, couldn't really get any bad reviews yet. It's a big investment. I'm a young guy, and I work hard and try to keep money as much as possible. And I took a risk, and so far I'm thrilled with it. Man, in taking this trip, I was like, we just got back from a big trip in Europe, and I was like, do another flight, sort of last minute, it's gonna be expensive, and I'm thrilled with it. By the second day, I was like, best decision I could have made. Best decision I could have made. So I'm really, really happy with it. And I enjoy doing it. I think maybe that's what makes it easier for me. Like, I really, really enjoy doing it. So yeah, no, but I think I got a pretty good grasp. It's very straightforward. That's really the thing about the software. It's very intuitive, whereas a lot of things in trading are not that intuitive. You kind of have to know your way around it after a while. I think the software alone, I think it's a good software, period, but I think that the training that comes behind it, it really makes the software what it is, right? It's kind of like a nice big package, and the way you guys and Armando really present it, there's rules, and I like rules, right? I certainly don't follow all of them, but I like that there's rules, and that you have a checklist, and if you break a rule and you suffer a negative consequence, well, that's your own fault because you didn't follow the rules. So I like that a lot. I like the high probability setup, whereas a lot of times it's kind of like rolling dice. It's 50-50 chance up or down, but no, I like that there's I like the setups. I like that you're really not doing what everyone else does, and that's kind of a big challenge that I saw a lot in the market. But people that trade with what everyone else is doing get slipped. When you're chasing the market, you typically don't do as well. You don't make as much as you could, and a lot of the focus is kind of like a regression to the mean sort of deal, where you're waiting for the market to exhaust itself, and then you're waiting for a bounce. And you have these pivotal, these kind of like marks where they should you should see kind of some like retracement. So that's really neat too. So kind of like seeing there's really two sides. You can either trade really hardcore with the trend and chase things up and chase things down, or you can watch them go up and then get in at the right moment and be wrong or be right, of course, but you typically get filled a lot better, and I think you in the long run do quite a bit better too if you do it right. So that I think it's really a combination of the two. The software and the training kind of come together to give you those exact entry points. If you like those rules, you stick to the rules. Like, they're there for a reason. They've been tested for years that you guys have been doing it. There's no reason to kind of like try to write your own book. And I'm thrilled with it. Best decision I could have made. So I'm really, really happy with it.